Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a lovely week. I've brought you outside here today because we have got a bit of long-awaited sunshine, and look behind me. My pride and joy is this beautiful pink magnolia putting on the most gorgeous display. Fingers crossed that wind doesn't pick up because I'm trying to hang on to the beautiful huge flowers. Some of them are bigger than my head, they are so big, but this is a beautiful time of year. We've lost a lot of the blossoms on some of the trees, are blown off, so that is my beautiful pride and joy. I love it when it comes out every year because it reminds me that spring is ready to begin. And we've got some brand new fabrics in store, some new patterns, as well as that we're having a wonderful end of winter clearance on the Dahlia Sewciety store. So head over there. The knits are all 20% off, so that is all knits in the store just till Sunday night. That is the 27th of August here, 2023. If you use the code at checkout knit20, you will get 20% off. And a lot of these knits are selling out. We're trying to make room because we've got a huge amount of beautiful spring fabrics ready to arrive in the next week or so. We've got some wonderful new patterns to showcase as well that I think you're going to love. And if you stick around till the end of this vlog, I've got a brand new make that I think a lot of you have been waiting to see. It's my beautiful boiled wool Verona jacket. So plenty to keep you entertained here. Hopefully you can join me. It's just so nice to feel a bit of that spring breeze happening. It really does lift the mood, and I just can't wait to get into making some blouses and dresses. And I've got some beautiful new patterns here that I think you're going to love. I know these are very popular over in the UK. Now, if you don't know about experimental space patterns, the lovely Andrea from the UK has this wonderful business, and the really different, unusual thing about her patterns is the wonderful packaging and illustrative covers, which are just so unique and highly collectible. And I've had a lot of people jump online to snap these patterns up already. So I'm going to go through the ones that I have here. And I'm always on the lookout for pattern companies from indie designers that maybe are a little bit lesser known here in Australia. Maybe you've seen them over in the UK or US and wanted to purchase a pattern, and it's just been a bit out of your reach, because we all know how expensive shipping overseas is at the moment. And a lot of people, will say, oh, a lot of these patterns are quite expensive, and a lot of that has to do with the really high shipping and freight charges. So my mission is to get as many of these smaller based indie pattern companies with passionate designers so that you guys can enjoy everything over in Australia here that we don't always get to choose from. There isn't as big a choice here because we are so far away. So it's my mission to make sure that you guys have these goodies as well. Now, there is an amazing tool coming from Prim that should be here any day, the Vario Prim tool. I'm going to put a pic up so you can see. For any of you that struggle with rivets and buttons and the pliers, if you have issues with arthritis and you haven't got the strength in your hands, I think that Lauren from Guthrie and Garney showcased one of these amazing tools on her channel quite some time ago. I'm going to link this episode so you can see it and go back and watch it and see all the amazing things this tool can do. So I am waiting for my delivery to come. They should be here any day now. Definitely very, very exciting because, as I said, they've only just arrived in Australia, and I think they're going to be getting snapped up very, very fast. So make sure that you're signed up to the newsletter so you can be alerted when these amazing tools do come in the store, because that's the best way to keep updated. And before I get going on these patterns, a huge thank you to the amazing support. We sold out of our advent calendars for Christmas. They were being launched in November. So for all you lucky people that managed to nab one of those, well done. We are getting very busy looking for suppliers. We've got a lot of wonderful local suppliers making goodies here in Australia that you're going to love for these wonderful advent calendars, and we're going to have a ball putting these together for you guys. And I know a lot of these are going overseas as well, so a huge thank you to all of the amazing customers that have put their trust in myself and Phoebe for choosing some awesome sewing gifts. You're going to really love what we're putting together. If you can't already tell, Christmas is one of my favorite times of the year, and I just am in my element putting these calendars together for you guys, so it's going to be very special. So these amazing patterns, as I was saying, are from Experimental Space, and you will see the incredibly beautiful illustrated packages. We've got the Hayley shirt, which is a relaxed fit shirt with 4 different sleeve choices. And I love how her sizes are actually girls' names. So you don't have that size, that number in your mind. And it, I don't know, maybe just subconsciously makes you feel better about yourself to know that each and every one of us are different. We don't all fit the same mold. And the great thing about sewing is that it really doesn't matter about sizes and numbers, and that you can rename them as girls' names. I think that's really wonderful. So have a look at that. It's got all the measurements on the back there. And the size range is actually from a 31 inch or 78 centimetre bust to a 55 inch 139 centimetre bust. So a great size range on the experimental space patterns. So that one's the Hayley, just so beautifully drawn up there. Then we have the Evelyn blouse, which is another beautiful blouse, a drapey blouse with an upright collar. Really lovely in rayons, viscoses, crepes and cotton lawns. They're beautiful for spring, summer coming up. The very famous one that I know about is the Rosalie dress, which is a beautiful swishy maxi dress with a deep back. A really lovely little cutout piece. I'll show you the line drawings of that. They're just so beautifully packaged. So that is the Rosalie. The one that I think Hayley made one of these, and that's what first drew my attention. I had seen these patterns probably a year or so ago on some of the British sewing vlogs, and I know that Hayley from the Haymeadow had made one of these beautiful Josie blouses, and it looks so lovely. It's a really lovely deep cuff, nice pleating along the shoulders, which is really unusual as well. And that is the line drawing for the Josie. Just such pretty pattern envelopes. And this Casey sweater is a really lovely pretty pullover with deep button details, and it has like an asymmetric style neck. So think about French terry sweatshirty materials, but really unusual knit sweater if you want an elevated style knit sweater. I am wearing one of my very favorite patterns. This is the Pattern Emporium. It's by no means boring, but you know when you have your trusted kind of old faithful patterns that you make year after year. This is a Sweet Cheeks Pattern Emporium with the lovely little side splits, and it's in a really lovely poppy sweatshirting, the cozy sweatshirting that's still a bit left in the store. And don't forget, these are all 20% off for this weekend. This is the khaki love heart one, but it's nice because it's breathable. The cotton fleece jersey is so lovely. Make sure you don't just throw it in the tumble dryer. I always try and gentle machine wash mine, hang to dry, maybe over a clothes horse. That way things will last a lot longer, because we all know that tumble drying can put a lot of wear and tear on your clothing, as well as, you know, natural fibres do tend to shrink a little bit in the dryer. So I always advise people to really look after their sweatshirting, and you'll get a lot longer out of them. But really comfy, cozy jumper to wear. Now, one of my biggest selling patterns this year has been the amazing Pink City collection from So Different Patterns, and you'll know that a lot of those have sold out. We have got a delivery due in any day now. I've put in a large order, especially for those Mahal and Aria dresses. They have all sold out. We still have the Jyoti Duster and the Tuck Tuck dress, but yeah, the other patterns will be here any day. And I had been getting a lot of people asking if I was getting the block printed, amazing cotton Indian printed fabrics that are all the way from Jaipur. And I know over in India that they do a lot of these block printed fabrics are just there, are very iconic to them, and they really do a beautiful job mixing prints and colours together. So I have got a little handful of them. I am getting a lot more in towards the end of spring, summer. So if you love these cotton prints, a lot of them, I won't have masses of them. They will, you know, they will come in and go out quite fast and change a lot. So the ones I've got in so far, you'll see on the website, there is quite a big variety. Of course, these are 112 wide. They are perfect for the So Different Pink City collection patterns. So if you've got one of those patterns and you're looking for cotton, Indian cotton block print fabrics, I will show you what I've got here. And the technique is amazing when you see they block print by hand. I know that Laura has put a bit of a write-up about what inspired her to do that collection, and a lot of it was to do with the block printed fabric. So a beautiful lightweight cotton. They're not exactly a voile or a lawn, they're in between. They're not really sheer either. So you'll find they're just a perfect weight for spring summer dresses or blouses. And the collection I've got here, you'll see you can quite easily mix and match prints as well. So this one is beautiful. It has a lovely black background, and you know, you'll see little imperfections, and no kind of two patterns are exactly the same. They're really unique and beautifully done, and I think that's the gorgeous thing about it, is they are so different, each and every one of them. So that is my black background with the red and yellow print. We've also got a really lovely kind of a crimson color print here with quite a large scale floral that is really, really lovely. And this one goes really nice with the jade. Now you'll see the jade and the green are really nice if you want to mix and match something together. The green and red are just so beautiful together as well, but lovely weight. I can imagine these as well in kind of tiered skirts with like little t-shirts, and singlet tops are beautiful as well. So I haven't brought them all out to show you. You can go to the website and have a look, but the ones I've got here to show you, I think you're going to love. This is a really pretty kind of it's a peachy colour or apricot colour, I would say. Very pretty with the pink. And this is another larger scale, really vibrant yellow and pink. Looks like a Dahlia print on there, doesn't it? So really lovely and unique. Now the one like this in the pink, I think we only have maybe 2.5 meters left in store. The pink's been very, very popular, so we'll be getting more, but they will all be different. So make sure, yeah, keep on checking the newsletter. That way you'll be alerted to new fabrics coming in, and the block prints will be one that I will be carrying right throughout our summer season. We've got a lot of new releases coming. The Lise Taylor new collection is, I think it's released on the 15th of September, and there's new Cosette fabrics coming as well. And as well as that, we've got a large delivery of Lady McElroy's due in any day. That's very exciting. And also some beautiful viscose jersey knits will be coming in, which is great for that kind of time of year where it starts being a bit up and down. And I love wearing a viscose jersey because they are great to make things like not just t-shirts, but things like wrap dresses and skirts as well. So very exciting. Now, I'm going to take you now and show you my newest make, which is the Verona jacket. So a busy weekend and week we've had. I had the wonderful wedding that we went to for my niece on Saturday, and I wore my lovely Lady McElroy Cobra Corsage dress with the purple shoes. The purple shoes looked amazing. By the end of the night, my feet were killing me. We really burned up the dance floor, had a wonderful night. Yeah, it was a really lovely time. The weather held up. There wasn't too much rain, which was great. But it's so nice to get out and do the nut bush on the dance floor and just have a great time and let yourself loose a little bit. So really, really enjoyable weekend. Really busy week we've had organising things for the advent calendar, which is really exciting. So I have had a little bit of time to sew. I am in the middle of cutting out my, it's a scrap of fabric, my Atelier Jupe Frida blouse. And of course, the wonderful Andrea from Beyond the Pink Door has done sew-alongs, which I've been watching as well. She just does such a wonderful job with her sew-alongs. So I have been taking note that when I'm ready to sew, which is probably tonight, I'll be putting this together. I'm going to be following Andrea's sew-along because I think it really helps seeing everything step by step. Yeah, so excited to have that one sewn up. But I did get to make my Verona jacket from Sewciety, and of course, I do stock Sewciety patterns in store. It was a wonderful make, very, very fast. Raw edges, of course, as for most of the boiled wool patterns that Sewciety do have, they specialise in. I love the fact that it was like kind of a, not essentially a crop jacket, but more of a mid-length swing jacket. I think it's bordering on a crop jacket, but what I love about it is the beautiful dart detail around the neck. So this is my finished jacket in the willow, the Australian boiled wool that I had in store. And of course, the boiled wool is part of the sale. If you're after some boiled wool, it is quite expensive. It's very spenny, but it is truly worth it because of the beautiful quality. But it is 20% off for this weekend. So if you have your eye on some of this wool, it's a good time to buy it. But it is an amazing weight. I find that wearing the natural fibres and things like the boiled wool, you can feel that cozy warmth without having it too heavy and too hot, and of course tell me about hot lately. I know you ladies have all been through this too, but the old menopause, it is not kind to us, is it? It's a matter of just jacket on, jacket off, stripping on. It's because it's winter time. I am dreading summer already. Even though I want summer to come and the nice, beautiful weather, the thought of being roasting in an oven for months to come is not something I'm looking forward to, but we'll get through it. We all do together. That's one thing I always say to my daughters. It's one thing that we're all going to go through is that stage of our life. And menopause, yes, they don't warn you enough about how uncomfortable it can get having those hot flushes. You just feel it move up your body, and yeah, it's not pleasant. But I will get through it, as a lot of you have, I'm sure. But yeah, well, Mum will laugh at me because I'm always over at her house and I'm like really, really hot. She's got the heating on. I'm like, Mum, I'm too hot. Throw the jacket off. But this kind of thing is brilliant because it's lightweight. So the Verona, I love it. Definitely one. I don't know why I haven't made it for this long, because it is such a quick, beautiful make. You do have to take your time with things like overlapping the seams because it is all raw edged. But that's the beauty of the boiled wool. There's no fraying. You do have to use a felted or boiled wool. I'm sure you could use Ponte. This pattern would work just as well. Having that nice collar on there as well. All the raw edges. I've got the old fabulous tag on there. But really love the colour. I'll put some pics in so you can see how it looks. Quite roomy. Of course, Sewciety coats are always roomy on. I always have to watch my length of my arms, and I made a size large and I think it's perfect on me. I would say it's Australian size 14. Definitely one that you just wear, throw it on over a little shirt or a dress. It's a great length, especially for dresses if you don't want a long line coat. What I love about it for this time of year is it's a perfect length for wearing over blouses, which is what I will be doing. I like that it has a seam in the back because it gives you that shaping. Without that, sometimes you can get too much bulk happening around the back of the neck, so that the shaping along the back, the seam line, will give you that little bit of shape. It has got a 2-piece sleeve. So in the instructions, you'll see a really unusual method for putting the sleeves in. You don't put the sleeves together as a whole. You do a front sleeve to front body of jacket, back sleeve to back body of jacket, and then you kind of put it all together like that. So a really unusual method, but it works really, really well. And I think it gives you a lovely shape having that kind of a sleeve with a 2-piece. The only internal seams, of course, is on the inside of the sleeve, and that's it. And everything else is overlapped on the outside. So a really unique pattern, but they just get it oh so right. Sewciety patterns, I love. They're unique. They have a really unique spin on everything. It's kind of casual and classy, but everyday wear clothing that I love. But something like this, you could definitely dress up and wear it out, as well as throw it over on over a pair of jeans too. So really in love with the Verona. Can highly recommend if you're wanting a cropped kind of mid-length, I would say, mid-length swing style jacket. So really lovely. So I am about to go and finish sewing up my Frida blouse. I've been so busy getting ready all of the spring collection. Next week we'll also have a brand new release of Liberty Tana Lawns that I think you're going to love the prints we've chosen. We really tried to go for some unique prints there, because I know a lot of you do love your colour, you love unique prints, and that's what I'm all about. So can't wait to show you what's coming for that. I am over the weekend going to be putting together the shirt dress episode. I'm going to show you the shirt dress I made for the Neptune's Daughter box. So I'm going to be unboxing that box, showing you what I made for that. And I've had so many lovely comments on the fabric. A lot of you are loving that box. Next month's box will be in September, so second Sunday in September. Now next month's theme will be called On Plein Air, and that is all about painting in the outdoors, the bright blue skies and landscapes and everything that spring encompasses in our eyes. So we've really enjoyed putting this box together, and some really exciting little details that'll be in this box for the special little sewing treats. I think you're going to love what we've chosen for that. So that will be the second Sunday of the month. So think about French Impressionist painting outside with an artist easel and just the colours and yeah, what do you envision there? I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, because we've really loved putting together these themes for you guys, and I think it's really exciting. So that would be second Sunday of the month. Now, heading on into late September will be our next very exclusive, very deluxe, high-end luxury box. This will be a really exciting one because I've never featured this fabric in a luxury box before, and it will be a fabric godmother fabric. So we're going to have 2 colorways, so more details will come, but the theme for that is a really beautiful, really exciting one. So make sure, as I say, sign up to the newsletter, because that way you get to know exactly when these things are released first. So you're kind of like a VIP. So I really can't wait to show you what's happening for that. So lots here in the pipeworks and planning. I need to get sewing, so I've got some more things to show you, because yeah, there's certain things in the wardrobe that are lacking a little bit at the moment. You know yourself when you get those things that you love wearing, and every time you put them on you think, why haven't I made more of these? Because this is my favorite thing to wear. And the beautiful scent of this jasmine bush behind me is just wafting over, and it's a beautiful time of the year in the garden, so I've got plenty of work to do out here as well. So never a dull moment here. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed my little bit of new fabric and new makes, and I will see you over the weekend for my shirt dress episode. So take care. See you all soon. Bye.